Hello! Got a review here for the LUCTAN S912 by GPTOYS. It's a remote control car. It's supposed to be waterproof and travel at over 33 miles per hour. So let's get into this thing. As you can see, it has very nice packaging. You can see the car right through the front of the box. Good information all around. To me, good packaging is the first good sign of a good product. It doesn't guarantee a good product, but when a company puts effort into their packaging, then it's a good sign that their product will be decent. So let's open it up. Nice instruction booklet right off the bat. Quality. There it is. Car looks good. It's almost like it's in its own little boxed showroom there. Fancy reflective background in the cardboard. Nice. So the box untapes and then opens up. And there is your remote and I assume the charger. Alright, so we got the car out. First impressions, it's nice and sturdy. It's got some weight to it, which is nice. Okay, here's a shot of everything that's included in the box. The car, the controller, extra pins, extra screws, a spoiler, the instructions, and a charger for the battery. As you can see, I really took this Truggy through its paces. Drove it around a lot on pretty much all dirt and grass. But we don't have any pavement here around the house, so it was purely off-road testing. As you saw from the video, I ran it through some puddles and through some little bit of mud, and it performed really well. Its ground clearance is pretty small, and it is light. So any sort of tall grass or anything like that, it's going to get hung up on, but that's no fault of this thing. So overall, it's a really fun RC car to have. Right out of the box, you charge it up. Takes maybe half an hour, I would say, at most to charge the battery. And the battery lasts about 10 minutes. That is one thing I would recommend, is getting extra batteries if you really want to play with it. For me, 3 would be ideal. I would love to have 3 charged batteries when I head out to play with this thing. Overall, I do recommend this if you're in the market for a mid-range RC car, meaning it's not quite a cheap toy that you can just drive around inside your house, but it's also not a hobby RC car. But spare parts are available. They do include a catalog, so if anything happens and you break it or anything like that, you can get the specific spare parts you need. But overall, it's a really tough car, so you probably won't have any problems. The one downside, which a lot of other reviewers will note, is that the on-off switch is kind of buried inside the battery compartment. So it's in here. So you have to remember when you put the battery in to turn it on and then connect it to the transmitter. So that can be sort of a pain, especially if you forget. If you load it up and you head out and you haven't turned it on, you'll have to open it back up. There's 4 pins that go in the body that connect it to its chassis. But overall, that is my biggest complaint. That's really not a complaint. I'm sure it's just part of the design they needed, because it is, I believe the package stated that it's waterproof, and it's in the description that it's waterproof. I would say water resistant. Even if you read into the instructions, it warns about submersing the car. That can cause damage. So to me, that's not fully waterproof, but as you saw from the video, and you see the condition of it, it is very muddy, it's been wet, and it held up fine. So if you're looking for a tough, rugged off-road RC car at a really good price, this is the way to go. So I hope this has been helpful.